Do affirmations really work? Have you been saying them again and again and for a long time, but do you think that there is no result, there is no change? Might be you are doing it the wrong way. Now, let's first understand why affirmations. Your brain is being programmed to whatever it has listened for so many years from your parents, from your school, from friends, teachers, or relatives, or media, whatsoever you have been listening again and again. Why do you even think that the brain is behaving the way it is behaving? You want to do something, but you're not able to do it. You want to be energetic, you want to take adventure, but there is a fear which comes before you start doing it. Right? Then you procrastinate. You want to wake up in the morning, but you don't. Right? You want to perform, but again, something from inside tells you that you cannot do it. Why is this even happening? Have you ever thought? So, your brain says to you, "Ki, it is not possible by you. You are not worth it. You cannot do it." Do you agree? Exactly. But what is making your brain talk like this? Is this how you were born? Well, born, you were extremely naughty, you were very demanding, you used to cry and ask for whatever you wanted, you used to get also, है ना? But as things moved on, it didn't happen. Why have you become that fearful? Because somewhere when you attempted to do the things that you want to do right now, you were being said that it is not worthy, or you are not worthy, or it is not affordable, or it is dangerous. Don't know who said what, for what reason. Might be your parents said it only to manage that moment at that point of time. But who knew that your nervous system would take it so seriously, and it became your programming. So your brain starts to believe what has been said to it again and again repeatedly. And today, whatever you are, whatever you believe, whatever you talk is the result of you hearing this again and again through different channels. Do you agree? Whether you agree or not, this is the truth. This is the reason why you are the way you are. And so we call that your brain is been programmed. Importantly, whatever you listened, saw, and heard at the age of less than 7 and something up to the age of 14. We say that brain is at alpha state, and anything that has been programmed to it or whatever it has experienced in less than 7 years or less than 14 years, it tends to go stick in the nervous system. And that is how today, when you want to take some action, your body freezes. You don't know why you're not able to do the action. And that is the freeze mode that your brain is experiencing. Now, how do we break it? Let's understand. Exactly the way your brain was programmed to believe the things that you believe negatively, fears or doubts in yourself, doubts about the life, money, relationships, opposite gender, whatsoever, you can reprogram it. And that is possible. Here's good news, isn't it? So, and that is how affirmations is one of the most important ways how you can do it. Because your words define your life. Your words are the home you live in. Every word you talk, think, you start believing it and you start feeling it, and that is how you start taking action based on it. And so, affirmations. Affirmations are nothing, no magic words. Affirmations are simply a self talk that you need to do or replace your inner talk with that will create a new self. So, whatever is running in your mind again and again repeatedly that does not allow you to be the way you want, now you're going to replace it with a kind of talk or conversation that allows you to be what you want. So you create your statements based on what you want to feel, what you want to do, what you want to see, what you want to experience. And so these statements we call affirmations. You are affirming that I want it and I am this. When you repeatedly keep saying it, your brain is malleable, it is flexible, it can absorb and it can change. So your neural system starts changing, the behavior, the response, the emotions, everything changes. And so let's get started on how to create best affirmations. Are you ready? So, we have been understanding now why affirmations are important and why we are doing this. Because I believe, strongly believe, that until you have a reason for what you're doing, you will not complete it. So, you need to know always why. And now, I hope it makes sense to continue and understand how to do it. So, rule number one, the basic mistakes that people do while wanting to practice law of attraction or manifestation is they are trying to focus on only one goal. Now tell me one thing. So what are so aspects of life? Health, relationships, money, career, isn't it? Imagine that you have a very good health, but you're not able to earn money, you don't have good relationships, and neither you have a career that satisfies you. Will you be able to appreciate your good health, or will your health stay good if this is the case? Definitely not. That stress will slowly spoil your health. Now imagine that you have lots of money, but you don't have friends to celebrate, you do not have a partner or a family for whom you can spend, and no one really worthy to spend or enjoy time. How is this money going to matter? Imagine nobody connects with you, nobody no talks about it, nobody is going to praise or criticize about it. Is it going to matter if you have money or no? No, right? Same way, you have good relationship, you have a very good partner, you have very intelligent and happy children, you have good parents also. Say you are not earning money. Will that make sense? No. Or say you have money, you have good family relationships and everything, but your health is bad. So, any of the aspects, and also imagine you're earning very good money and you have family, you have know your good health also, but you are not able to enjoy what you do. Eventually, will you not fall sick because of the stress, because you're not loving what you're doing and you're just doing it out of pressure? So, having balance in all aspects of life is very important. Anything that is extreme is not going to be enough. So, the first rule of your affirmations has to be that there has to be proper goals for each aspect of life. Only then you will be able to enjoy a holistic life, or else lifelong you will keep complaining about something or the other. So choose goals that align with this holistic manifestation, because I say always, if happiness is not holistic, it is not happiness. There's always going to be complaints. So manifest holistically. Done? Make a note, guys. Now, moving to the second thing. We all have goals. Very good. We need to have goals. But will these goals be achievable if you are not able to take actions? No. Just having affirmation and just saying that I'm only affirming, and you're not taking any action. Is it going to work? Definitely not. Where will the manifestation come from? You manifest and you keep taking actions, the results synergize, the results double, right? They move 10x faster. Your growth becomes unimaginable, isn't it? So actions are again very important. Now the trouble comes here. We all have goals, all have dreams, but the problem comes when you take action. You are hardly able to take action. You feel lethargy, you feel frozen, you feel emotionally down, fear, or not proper guidelines you don't have. So you're not able to take action and the goals fail. So, first you need to have a clear set of goals so your brain knows towards what I am heading. So, your brain has a clarity. Imagine you ask your child to study. He or she is watching a phone. Are, keep the phone, keep the phone. I'm screaming for last half an hour, but he is not keeping the phone. Rather, I say, beta, phone रख के go and do your homework. हाँ मैं करता हूँ. So now he knows कि phone रख के क्या करना है, what I have to do. Otherwise, kids even bluntly ask, okay, keep the phone, but I'm feeling bored. What do I do? So before you ask them to keep the phone, you will have to give them a purpose that you have a homework to do or you have to sleep. Why should I sleep? Morning, you have to wake up. So you always tell them ki why this is to be done. So my brain has to understand why. So there has to be purpose for what I have to do, what I have to do. Right? Else I will pick any random thing. Now, chalo, you said homework karna hai. ठीक है, now he picks the book and he's just spending time. I need to be very clear. Your max homework has to be done, or the school it has been given. If school it is not given, then you tell कि इस ये वाले sums करो or do this or practice this. Otherwise, they don't understand. So that is the nature of your brain. Exactly. You see the behavior of the kids up to 14 years. See how they respond mainly up to 7 years. And that's exactly how your brain works. You have to give them right instructions, a direction of what to be done and why it is to be done. And that is where it acts. Same here, you give a proper goal on where to reach. Second is how to reach. So, whatever action steps possible you can take, you will have to take. That is how you can reach the goal. Now, how do I take actions? What if I do not know what actions to take? Say, example, I have to now say I'm a business coach, right? So, I have to make, say, 1 crore income on this next 1 year, right? So, I don't know how to do it. Then, what will be my action? First, to manifest the right mentor. Now, then what will be my action to manifest the right mentor? On daily basis, affirm. On daily basis, journal. On daily basis, script my manifestation. On daily basis, visualize. This is my action. So, this is my action to manifest a mentor because I know if I get a proper right mentor, then might be I'm able to do it. So, now when the mentor comes, I'm able to list down my actions. Got it? So, you don't have to worry ki, what if I don't know what to do for the goal? To get the clarity itself, you can start writing about where you want to achieve, and your brain will align you towards what actions to be done. You will get a guide, you will get a mentor, you will get knowledge from somewhere which will tell you what to do. So first, your goal, and now you list down whatever possible actions to your knowledge to be done to achieve that. It could be simple as I need to browse daily, or I need to study daily on this topic, or I need to wake up in the morning daily to be able to spend time on system to explore this and understand how to do. Or I have to meet 5 people daily or talk to so and so friends to understand how to do this business. So the actions can be as simple. You already know it. You are just not wanting to do it. So, first, clarity of the goals. And now, then the action. So, now we have seen 3 things. Number one, you need to have goals for all aspects of life: health, relationships, money, and if needed, career. Okay, career, money can be combined, but sometimes career is a different goal. It talks about how I want to be known as, my identity, or it's again different where I want to be placed, a CEO or an entrepreneur. How do I want to earn this wealth? So, career. Now, for all aspects, I want you to pause this video and write down at least one goal for each of this aspect. Keep in mind 3 years or 5 years from now where you want to be. Okay. So now I hope you have written it. So you have paused the video and okay. So you have paused the video and you have written it now. I guess so. I'm moving ahead. Now, for all these 4 goals, I want you to write at least 3 to 5 action steps to your knowledge that you are supposed to take. Again, pause the video and write What actions you have to take for each of this goal. I guess you have paused the video and you have finished writing your goal and the actions to be taken. In four segments, divide your notebook or paper into four segments, and in each segment, write a one goal, and below that, you will write actions for that. Done? Now, moving to again the very important step. In each segment, draw a line, and below that, write at least three things that you already have in that segment. Example, health. Write at least three things that you're already grateful for having about health. So might be your goal is to have a nice hair or a beautiful skin or young skin, or to have a certain kind of weight or no physique. But before that, आई वॉन्ट टू राइट वॉट यू ऑलरेडी हैव. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि आपका हेयर भी ठीक नहीं है, फेस भी ठीक नहीं है, आपका आई मीन स्किन भी ठीक नहीं है, और योर हेल्थ यू हैव गट इश्यूज ऑल्सो एंड एवरीथिंग इज अ मेस. नॉट लाइक दैट. समथिंग इज गुड अबाउट यू विच others don't have. So write three things that you can thank about this one segment. Might be you are able to sleep in the night well, you are able to sleep 6 hours, be grateful to that. Might be you're able to wake up early, be grateful to that. Or you have option to eat healthy food. I mean, you can buy fruits and eat, be grateful to that. Might be you have a cook or a trainer for yourself, be grateful to be able to afford that, right? Or worst case, be grateful to that you're able to breathe without machines. Be grateful that you're alive to be able to correct your whatever you want to correct. Worst case, we can do that, right? Be grateful you have eyes to see and write and practice something. Be grateful that you have ears to listen and understand. You have wisdom to understand what I am talking. Be grateful that you have the privilege of watching this video for your mental health, right? So don't say that I don't have anything to be grateful about health. You definitely have minimum three things you write which you are grateful for your health already, which you have already. Pause it if you're writing. And now moving to the same thing with relationships. Might be your marriage might be a mess. Might be you had good parents. Might be you don't have good friends. Might be you have a good husband. Might be you don't have good husband or no great parents, but you have good friends. Might be you don't have good friends, you don't have a good spouse, you don't have good friends. At least you have a community, a business community, or a mentor who understands and listens to you. कुछ तो होगा आपके relationships में which is good about. Now, when you say my spouse is not good, so it's again subjective. There might be few good things that you might be ignoring and not being grateful to, right? So write those things that you're grateful about that relationship that this man or a woman does for you, which others don't generally do. Same with the parents or same with the friends. So at least you have this. At least you have this, right? So write, I'm so grateful. Three aspects of what you are grateful about relationships. It could be about business, personal, or any relationship. Pause, write, and now we move ahead. Now, third aspect again, money. Might be you have crores of debts, but be grateful that still you are able to run the show. You have people who can no lend you, who trust and lend you. Being able to borrow is again a manifestation of your trust. Be grateful to that. Be grateful you're able to provide to your children or to provide to your basic needs. So, minimum three things I'm grateful about money that you have, about your career. First, be grateful that at least you have a career, at least a source of income, if not what you want. And be grateful that you have at least the knowledge of what you are doing. Right? Three aspects. So, one is your goal affirmation, then your action affirmation, and then comes writing at least three things that you already have in this aspect that you have to be grateful for. Most of us have been ignoring, isn't it? Balbon? Great. So I hope that you have paused, you have written, and let's move ahead. Now coming to your emotion. So what would you getting it? So whatever goal you have written or whatever action if you would have taken, how will it make you feel? Write an emotion. It could be I'm so grateful, I'm feeling so blessed or elated or no miraculous. It could be anything. Try to use superlative. Don't just say I'm feeling good. So I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazed. I'm feeling so special. Right? Now, for whatever goal you have written, write one emotion that you connect with that goal. If that gets achieved. Same for if you are able to take this action on regular basis, how would you feel? Now we are creating parts of your affirmation. Huh? It is not over. We are just doing a worksheet. Okay. So I repeat, you have a single sheet. You have divided into 4 segments: health, wealth, career, relationships. And then you have written goals for each, at least 1 to 2 goals. For now, in this session, I have told you to write 1 goal. And below that, you're writing at least 3 to 5 actions that, to your knowledge, you know you have to take to be able to progress in this goal. Once you have done that, below that, you put a mark line, draw a line below that. Now you're going to write at least 3 things that you're grateful for about this aspect, or be grateful for 3 things about this particular segment of life that you already have. Health, 3 things; money, 3 things; career, 3 things; and relationship, 3 things. You have to feel grateful. Okay. Now, यहाँ का emotion तो मैंने बता दिया. I have told you the emotion which has to be filled here. Now, coming to your goals and actions, you have to list down the emotions that you would feel if these are being achieved. Okay, so pause and do it if you are not yet done. And now moving to the next is your tense, time travel. Your brain does not understand the difference between now, tomorrow, or past. Today, tomorrow, or past. It does not understand the difference. So I was talking to a neurosurgeon who clearly told that if you want to replace a bad habit, so when you're doing a bad habit, your brain is getting a rush of dopamine. All you need to do is to replace this with something which can give you a higher dopamine than what you're currently doing. And that will help you to replace. So your brain does not know ki kar kya rahe ho. It only thinks about the feeling, emotion, the rush of the chemical. Emotion is is felt when there's a rush of certain chemical. You will have to just make it feel much better than what you're feeling now, and then you will be able to get rid of that bad habit. Similarly, your brain does not understand time difference. Got it? So, using that logic here, we are going to write affirmations in present tense. And for that, we use I am. Okay, this is part 1 of your affirmation guidelines. So, here we are going to do I am affirmations. Now, let's put everything together, all the affirmations together. So your affirmation is going to be starting with I am, then feeling, fill in the blanks with the feeling. I am feeling so blessed. I'm so grateful. I'm feeling so miraculous. I'm feeling so supported. I'm feeling so safe. I'm feeling so joyful. I'm feeling so elated. Right? So I am, then the feeling, because I am so and so weight. I'm feeling so proud to have reached 68 kgs. To be at 68 kg. Say my goal, my health goal or my fitness goal is I want to reach 68 kg of weight. So I'm so grateful, or I'm feeling so proud to be at 68 kgs. I'm so proud to be at my perfect BMI, right? The BMI number. I'm feeling so proud and grateful for my conscious eating habits. This is an action affirmation. I'm feeling so joyful drinking so many glasses of water daily. Action affirmation, right? Goal affirmation. I'm feeling so blessed and grateful to have a younger skin. I'm feeling so grateful to be becoming younger every day, right? Relationships. I'm feeling so blessed to feel this intimacy with my spouse or partner. I'm feeling so blessed to feel this relationship and connectedness with my children. Emotion, right? And write the child's name also. I'm feeling so grateful to be attracting such vibrant clients into my business. I'm feeling so proud for impacting so many lives. I'm feeling so excited to see my social media blow by so much of number. Got it? Got the example? You can put in the comments if any doubts or any particular goal you want to achieve and you're not able to create the affirmation. Okay. So your goal affirmations and action affirmations, both you will write in the same form. I am, emotion, and you will write as if it is already achieved in the present tense. As if you're already living that. Pause this video and please write. Okay. Yeah, if you have doubts, you can connect to Hema at mindandmillion.com. No, type your name, your email ID, your contact number, and type affirm, and we will answer your queries. Okay. You can connect with me on a one-on-one call to sit and create your personalized affirmations. You can book your session and we can set to create your personalized tailor-made affirmations for all your goals. Yes. I hope you're doing it, done it. So there was a goal affirmation, there was an action affirmation. Now, how to practice your affirmations? There's a way to practice your affirmations, isn't it? So, how many of you remember that in our childhood, our parents told us to write? I remember my mom again saying, ki, one time writing is equal to 10 times reading. Again, recently, my conversation with the neurosurgeon, he explains it so beautifully that when you have to write something, you have to comprehend. And so, in your brain, there is all regions of the brain is involved before the thought comes into hand and takes action to write. And that is why when you write, your memory becomes stronger. So, Hema, does it mean that I have to write my affirmations daily? Well and good. Like a journal, you can daily write. It will be very, very beneficial to you. But it's okay. You can still get that impact by engaging your senses. So, what is the goal here of writing? Is to engage all your senses. How are we engaging? You have to say your affirmations loud. I suggest my clients look in the mirror and read the affirmations so that you are consciously saying those affirmations. You look at the mirror to yourself, eye to eye, and scream those affirmations, saying, I am. So you declare to yourself. What is happening? Your body, your emotions, everything, your brain is engaging in the affirmation. Verbally, again, your brain is engaging. When you say loud, you yourself are hearing, your auditory senses are also engaging. And when you are standing, your body is in movement and it is engaging. Even when my clients do workouts, I tell them to, while you're working out, your body is completely focused on the workout and it has no distraction. Affirm as you work out, affirm along with it. It seeps in the brain. While you're taking a shower, your brain is busy and it's the most relaxed state. It's busy in being relaxed. It's going to the alpha state. Affirm under the shower. There are various ways that you can affirm and really see your affirmation, see it within, and without your knowledge, will be taking actions. So let me summarize how to write your goal affirmation and your action affirmation. Say imagine, so my say goal is that I am living by, you want to live no, in a luxury house with a farm and a beachside and so whatever. So write the details, right? I'm feeling so blessed to be living in this 2 floor or 3 floor bungalow besides the sea with a farm and so many bedrooms and so much of square feet, so many balconies. Mention that, right? So this is the goal affirmation. Say if it's for career, I'm feeling so blessed to be working in so and so kind of a company where the salary is so much, I have so many perks, I am sitting in a cubicle or I'm handling a team, whatever is your desire. You want to handle a team or have a no individual role. So having an individual role, my flexibility to work, I'm able to work at my own work hours. So what kind of a career you want? Break it down and be so specific, right? Like for health, I told you, right? Isn't it your weight? You have to tell the number you want to achieve. What time you want to go to sleep? What time you want to wake up? How many hours of rewarding sleep? Don't just say I have a rewarding sleep. 6 hours of rewarding sleep, right? So be very specific. The more specific you are, the brain understands. As I told you, it is like a kid where you have to guide it very specifically. Now, when I say that your dream house, what is the action you're taking for it? One action could be that you want to earn money, other could be you need to have again a proper job for it. So again, affirm, I'm so grateful that I'm upskilling myself on regular basis. I'm feeling so proud that I am attending so many interviews every day, or I'm feeling so proud that I am improving my communication skills, my writing skills, my tech skills. So, whatever are the actions that you think you have to take, or I'm feeling so blessed to be able to practice my daily rituals and daily affirmations. That is also an action. Okay, I'm so proud that I'm working with a mentor. That's also an action. So, any action towards which will help you to move forward. You need not know the exact steps. This could be one of the steps that will open up the ideas for the next steps. Right? So, this is how you have to break down your affirmations. Then I have told you that you will have to add your emotions, that I'm feeling so as I have achieved so and so. I'm feeling so blessed to be living in this house. So you're already there and you are being grateful. And now, time to answer your questions. So I'm going to take some of your questions that you have asked about no affirmations. So here one of my client writes, if my goal is clear, the loan amount and having savings of 10 lakhs, how to write as affirmation for this? If my goal is clear, the to I think the to pay the loan amount. So I'm feeling so proud to have honored this loan amount to so and so. That's how you write it. And having savings of 10 lakhs. I'm feeling so blessed, or I'm feeling so grateful, I'm feeling so elated that my bank no has a 10 lakhs of cash free, lying free in my bank account or in my portfolio or whatever, right? So that is how you write. Might be I will need a more clear detail of your situation so we can create a better affirmation. Okay. So next, let me see other take other questions. Okay. How detailed will be the affirmations? So the affirmations have to be detailed in terms of no numbers and no features, qualities. Example, I always say this in while manifesting a partner. Don't say I want to marry so and so person. Please don't do that mistake because you do not know whether this person is the right fit for you or not. Rather, I'm so grateful to have married so and so, a person who has such a kind of emotional stability and who understands me or who responds like this, or I'm so blessed that my spouse is so understanding, supports me, and so is ambitious and travels and allows equal no freedom to my choices. So write the qualities of the person that you are manifesting. I hope you got it. So affirmations have to be sweet, small, crisp, but they should have emotion in it and clear features of your goal, right? It does like a story. See, it can be like a story, but that is not an affirmation. Story writing we do in scripting, where you define a complete story of your life which you want to manifest. That is not affirmation. Okay, that's a completely different segment altogether. Yes, it has to be in present tense, something which has already happened. Yes, you have to write it as if it has already happened and you are living it. You have already bought that car, you have already that husband which you wanted, you already are in that body shape that you wanted, and you're writing that I am already that. Okay? Should we thank the universe while saying affirmation? So, yes, I'm so grateful is a common thing that we use for affirmations. You can also write other emotions as well. Okay? Best time to practice morning, the moment you wake up, the first 15 minutes, and night before you go to bed, the last 15 minutes. These are the best times to practice, or post lunch when you are in a half sleepy mode. That's the best time to practice. Okay. Other times to practice, I have already told, under the shower or while doing the workout, or combine affirmation with the dance and music. It will be really more effective. That is what we say subliminal, because your brain is able to absorb. So all the senses are getting engaged, there are emotions in the body, and your brain is able to consolidate the feeling that you get when you say these affirmations. Should we thank the universe? Yes. So, if I had mentioned you that when you read the affirmations every day, you will first say, be grateful to the universe with three things that you already have about that segment of life, and then read gratitude about the new affirmations that you are wanting to manifest. Why we are doing that? When you start saying, see, again, the brain does not know difference between what is there, what is not there. What you talk again, it believes. So only we say your words have power, isn't it? So when you are thanking the things that you already have, your brain is able to believe. Asha, I'm so grateful for the mic I have. I'm so grateful for this handbag. I'm so grateful for this house. I'm so grateful for the new goal. So the brain is flowing in belief, and in belief itself, it is able to capture the new goals also. It comes in a flow. You got the science behind why we are asking you to first say gratitude and affirmation for things that you already have, and continue the flow. Once you go into that zone, brain is in that zone, and it will be able to agree with you without no retaliating or saying no. Got it? So start with gratitude always in your affirmations. Should they be returned, said, listened to? How many times? What's the effective method? Writing is best, but don't, when we go extreme, might be we will not be so, when you are busy, you know, your schedules are very busy, you might not be able to be regular. In generally, even we say use the non-dominant hand and write your affirmation. That is the very most effective way. Put a music and write with a non-dominant hand, because when you write with so the left hand, your right brain is active, and when you write with right hand, left brain is active. So anyways, the dominant hand, the brain is also active, but the non-dominant hand and the non-dominant brain will get activated when you're writing. So writing is the best, but otherwise, while listening to music, while doing your deep workouts, shower are the best ways to do your affirmations. If not, just before going to bed, close your eyes and just say your affirmations. Don't lie down, because if you lie down, you tend to sleep and you will miss your affirmations. Okay. And if you have been into our manifestation challenge, you remember about the Silva Ultra Mind, and doing Silva Ultra Mind, going to that state and doing your affirmations. Again, you have seen magical results already with that, right? So we are doing all these practices in reset and rewire nights. So you can join that and practice along with the group. Okay, listen to. Okay, so if you're not able to read the affirmations daily, see, reading in front of the mirror is the most, again, impactful, because eye to eye you are seeing yourself and facing the reality. You're not hiding. Otherwise, we are hiding from ourselves, is the fact. That is why the mirror practice. But if you don't have time, you are not too much of a traveler, record your affirmations in the form of a song, a poetry, along with the music and listen to it daily. Might be on the travel or when you are going to bed, the moment you wake up in the morning, you're cooking, listen to it. No, convert it to a song or a music or a story or a rhyme, poem, and add a music and record it in your own voice. So you listening to your own voice. That works amazingly. Okay. How many, there is no how many times on daily basis, do it one time. Read all the affirmations one time with full energy. Okay. Full engage your full body, every muscle, physical and mental muscle into it. And that's how effective it is. All the techniques which we do in NLP, your Silva Ultramind, hypnotherapy are meant to take you to a deeper state and affirm. So when it's a deeper state, it should be like all your senses are engaging there without any distractions outside. That is the most effective way. That is why I said shower, workouts are times when your brain is into that mode, rest mode, and it will listen to your affirmations. Why do people do tapping while affirming? Again, see, your brain is into overthinking. When you're a beginner, your brain is into overthinking mode. And how to settle that? So in my overthinking mode, I have all the negative thoughts and beliefs, and I'm just affirming mechanically. It will take a while. It will work, but it will take a lot of time. By the time you might be exhausted and you will lose hope. So when we do tapping, tapping is done at certain meridian points where there are no certain points which allow your brain to relax. So now your brain becomes more receptive. So when you're tapping, your focus, physical focus, mental focus, and no energy wise, your body becomes very open to receive it. So combining tapping with affirmations becomes very effective. Again, because it takes away the percentage of overthinking and brings focus on to your affirmations. Just doing affirmations in isolation, ki, I'm a rich man, I'm so, I'm doesn't work. Your body, your senses have to engage. That is why it manifests faster. So tapping is one of the ways to help people struggling with focus and overthinking so that your affirmations are fruitful. Okay, common mistakes people make while writing affirmations. Sure. So some of the common mistakes that people make are saying affirmations just with a logical mind without any emotions. Number one, no emotions into the affirmation. Number one. Number two, saying that I will or I want, telling it in the future tense, it will not work. Number three, not engaging your focus into the affirmations and just saying them bluntly, mechanically. Number three. Again, number four, saying affirmations very generically. I'm going to become rich. You're not even earning 1,000 rupees a month, and you're saying I'm earning 10 crore. It will create disbelief, right? Because your brain is not in a state, your energy is not in a state to believe even 1 lakh per month is possible, and you're affirming 10 crores. How will your brain believe? It will only say no, no, no. And then it will build frustration in you, and you will stop practicing. So it has to be a little realistic, and you have to go step by step. Okay. That is why we say 3 to 5 years का goals रख के उस पे affirm करो, actions पे affirm करो. Then break down into short term goals and affirm. So this action affirmations are nothing but your short term goals towards at a bigger goal. These actions, right? But if you're going to have very unrealistic affirmations, it will create a burnout and you will not continue. But if you continue, it works. You will take action towards that, but you will not continue is the problem. So don't have this unrealistic kind of affirmations testing the no law itself. The law works. There is no testing. It is proven already. So how to feel the emotion while affirming? How to feel the emotion? See, the biggest problem with us is that we have not been taught to feel the emotions. Okay. And we are not able to label or name what we feel. That is the biggest problem. So the best way is to think of what you would feel. Close your eyes and think of how do you feel when you see someone who has achieved that, or how are they defining their joy, and borrow their words, borrow their expressions. Number one, or sit and reflect for yourself and imagine that you are in that state. What kind of emotion is going through? Define it and go browse different emotions about this journey, and then pick up the word that resonates with you and use that word. This is how you define. The moment you start defining things, you will start feeling it as well. But again, if you feel difficult, then use somatic healing, tapping, and such, or healing, energy healing techniques, so that your body can start releasing the stuck energy and start feeling the emotions. Okay. Do we need to visualize while affirming? So, visualizing during affirming is not put mandatory. Visualization is different. That is again the last stage because it takes a lot of time and effort. But while affirming, or if you close your eyes, you will see that your brain is automatically able to bring the pictures of what you're affirming in days to come. Right? So you don't have to really make separate efforts for it. Start practicing. Slowly, your brain will be able to visualize those pictures which you're talking. Fine. And that is why the vision board also helps in visualizing. It is not mandatory. Just affirm loudly. How to affirm unconsciously along with the daily actions, not like taking time in affirming. Okay. So yes, I like this very much because I remembered when even very busy and I was starting my journey. So while you're cooking, while you're walking, while you're on the bus, you will work out. I said no, while taking bath, drinking water, affirm. So anchor a habit, and with that habit, you affirm. Drinking water is the best habit. Every time you sip water, affirm it with some no affirmation. While you're eating, affirm. While you are brushing, affirm. While you're cooking, affirm. While you're getting ready in front of the mirror, affirm. So if you can you anchor these actions towards your affirmations, it will become very easy and you will become very receptive towards it without feeling burnout to do it as a ritual. Okay, make it your, become mindful of everyday activities and anchor practice to that. Okay. While having negative self-talk on every event happening, how can we think that affirmations work? So if you have negative talk, I will suggest go for seek a professional advice, book your therapy sessions, and that is why I give therapy sessions along with my manifestation classes to my clients, because you might have a lot of trauma or negative thoughts, something going in life. It might not be possible for you to really do affirmations instantly. So please talk to your therapist and connect with them and get the problems addressed. So as your therapist help you rationalize things and slowly you are also doing these practices, you will see a lot of clarity coming in. Okay. How can we know that the affirmation period is right? There is no right and wrong affirmation, darling. Whatever you feel good is good for you. Okay, there's no right and wrong. Just go with the flow, follow these instructions which are given, and understand and believe the divine downloads that come to you. Every word, every intention, every goal that comes to you is coming through a higher source. It is not coming randomly. So what is coming into your no pen and paper is the right one for you. Just do not overthink or try to be very perfect on it. Just let it be. Whatever is coming, just write. How to have the right intent while creating affirmations. Right intent kya hai na? See, if you want, you do, or if you don't want, don't do. What is about creating a right intent? Okay. If my intention is joy, so I do it. Okay. Now don't focus on the results. That okay, if I do affirmations, will this happen? Just do it because it's a process, it's an action that you have to do. Until you don't try things, it will not work. I will suggest if you're a beginner, pick up a small goal. Don't take bigger goals, pick up a small goal, okay? And start practicing it. Start with a simple intention setting practice, which I have given in my 30 days challenge, and see the results. It will build your hope. And then take a small goal, create an affirmation, goal affirmation and action affirmation, and do it morning and night for minimum 21 days. See the changes that are happening in your behavior, thoughts, and actions around you. Related to that goal, and it will create faith. That is how it works. So that's all. The intent has to be taking action and not on the results. Create intention to work for yourself, and automatically you will progress. Right? I know this. I hope I have answered most of the questions that you have asked, and I hope it was an insightful session. I know it went too long, but we have two more parts as a part one, two more parts on how to create advanced affirmations. So first, I want you to practice this, and no, comment in the, if you loved this session and you want the access to part 2 and part 3 also, type affirm, and I will no, let you know once a second and third part has been created, because then only I know whether you have implemented it or not. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. Okay, all the best. Happy affirming and happy manifesting until I come up with one more insightful session. Thank you, love you all, and bye bye. Do not forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to get notified whenever the new sessions are being released. Thank you and love you all.